Yeah, here we go. Go for it.
All right, so the blue Zerg player in the bottom from Psionic Aftermath, it is striFe. That was my bad.
Whack, dude. And his opponent, the red Protoss, in the top of Vani Research Station from clan Formless Bearsloths, it is BUILDWALL.
Damn it, I hate the fucking delay, because then stuff like that gets spotted so much later than it should, but it's all good. It's only happened once tonight, I think, so we're doing good. We're hitting above our par, so... no, I'm just kidding.
Our par is not good, but it's pretty bad, dude.
I know, I need to set up the automatic switcher that does all that shit for you and get all fancy, but I just haven't been able to figure it out. I tried it one time and it got all messed up and it was switching stuff when it shouldn't have, and like, I don't know. The instructions weren't clear. It went pretty south, but I'll try to set that up. I'll make that one of my goals to do over this break before I go back to school. So, Cyan joining us saying he's just waiting for his Just X boys. I don't know, man. We've had some pretty good games in this clan war too. I know you're a little biased for your own team, but I wouldn't sell out this clan war. We've had some dope ass games.
So it looks like striFe took kind of an early pool there, no speed or anything like that, as actually he just starts it now at 100 gas, but goes up to 3 base pretty quickly, but does get that pool fairly early. Wants to be safe, maybe do a little bit of Ling scouting or pressure.
Yeah, so BuildWall's dropping a Stargate a little early, so it'll kind of be interesting to see what happens out of that. It's not going to be scouted for a little while either because this Overlord got pulled back, and I don't see any of them headed into the main, so it'll be a while yet before that gets seen. But conversely, this third is going to get spotted very early from striFe. It looks like if BuildWall takes this shit. Okay, yeah, so he's going to get at least get in here and see this third pretty early, which is good for him, so... Hyper441 asking, is there an option to gamble on the games? No, but that's something that I've never even thought about. We need to set that up, man. Thank you for the suggestion.
Sure. So that's the points. We kind of like enabled the points, and then we were kind of like, okay, well, we'll think of some cool things for people to do. Like we were thinking of like during the tournament, if you could spend your points to like have us cast certain games rather than other games, or like I don't know. I mean, we're just kind of we wanted you guys to be able to collect points, and then we can kind of figure out what exactly we're gonna do with them. So
yeah, but
if
I'm
you guys
not.
Have any
I was
cool
gonna
ideas,
say.
let us know.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm not opposed to any sort of like betting system. That would be badass.
Hell yeah, dude.
Oh, he's talking about real money. All right, well, we're gonna have to talk offline about that one so we don't get banned from Twitch, Kappa. No, I'm just kidding. But no, we probably will set up some sort of betting system. I like that idea. So thank you very much for the suggestion, dude. We should probably roll with that.
Looks like striFe picking up a couple more gas geysers now, getting that Roach Warren in the back base and starting to saturate a couple of the bases. Meanwhile, those Lings kind of poking up at the front, seeing a couple of Adepts are down, nothing too crazy.
Yep, and striFe going for his lair already, as well as a Roach Warren, so we'll see how that goes.
Picking up 6 kills, but getting out of there, so nice control by BuildWall.
Oh, I missed all of that because I was trying to see what was coming out of the Stargate, so that was my bad.
Break it down for you. An Oracle flew over a mineral line. The Queen wailed away at it. The Oracle continued to laugh and shoot drones. And
look at that production, dude.
Down. I know, right?
Who needs instant replays when we have instant voice replays? No. All right, so striFe is going to be choosing... I don't know. Do you think he's going to go ahead to Roach Hydra behind this, or what? Is it the fake Roaches so he can do the Muta switch? No.
I don't know, man. Roaches are a nice unit to help get you to the mid game. You know, they're kind of strong. They can fight against these Adepts fairly well. But yeah, we'll have to see, man. There's 2 additional gateways going down and a fleet beacon. So I gotta say, Mutas, I'm not sure are the right choice. Maybe a Spire for Corruptors if there's a small number of carriers or something like that.
Oh, but shit.
Ultimately, what's up?
That's a good idea. We should make people bet on their team and then donate whoever loses. Like, put your money where your clan is, dude. Let's see this.
Dude,
no,
that's actually really funny. Yeah, like, how much faith do you guys have in your own clan?
All right, so we got another Stargate coming down. Oh, shit. Did you see what's coming out of this Stargate?
Yeah, man.
Carriers, man.
Carrier.
We have some carrier play. So another Stargate's going to join that as well, and it looks like he's going to just try to hold off and go for the old Hail Mary carriers. I don't think it's a bad decision at all. It needs to be scouted by striFe pretty early, or they get pretty tough to deal with as a Zerg. Not trying to balance wine or anything, just stating simple facts here.
Guys, this guy's balance wine.
He's fucking biased!
They are hard to deal
yeah,
with,
like,
man,
what do you do with him?
And I gotta say, like, right now, striFe is kind of sitting on Ling Ravager. Oh, and he gets his entire army revelated too, so that's always really awkward. So the Protoss can see your exact composition. But he needs something to deal with these carriers. But the problem is he just doesn't know about them. So,
Yeah, he hasn't quite scouted it, and as soon as that second Stargate finished up, it got a carrier as well. So he's gonna just pump him. I mean, we knew it was headed, but that confirms it with that second one being made now as well. So.
Nydus coins, dude. I'm so down with that.
Doubloons. Oh shit, but this is a well-timed attack. If he can get in here and get a lot of damage done, maybe he can poke up in there and at least find out about it. Because of that revelation, though, I think he's a bit hesitant to poke in here all the way and commit to this attack.
Yeah, definitely picks up, makes Protoss drop a force field there, so that's, pretty nice, using up some of that energy. But I gotta say, with the amount of photon overcharge here, I'm not sure that it's gonna be able to happen. Are those carriers out yet? One of them is.
Oh shit, those were some pretty good bios, but he's just sitting here tanking this overcharge with his Ravagers. Oh shit, the carrier popped out as well. So he now knows that he's up against carriers, and it looks like just the sight of it was enough to send him packing, and I'd probably agree with that move, considering Ravagers are quite worthless against carriers.
Jukes, but it's not. You can't take away from it, man. They did their best, though. Some sweet moves coming out of those Ravagers, but ultimately the Adepts back up to go regroup with the carriers.
Yep, so striFe is going to take his fourth behind this. Now that he knows he's dealing with carriers, it'll be interesting to see what he chooses to do in the way of tech. It looks like he's got a Hydra Den down, but that's not going to be enough. He needs to get like some Neurals or something, or what? Carapace, like Corruptors or something. I mean, carriers are nasty, so...
Or go ahead, sorry.
No, I was just going to say, he needs something to deal with him, that's all, so...
Yeah, with the addition of, even more carriers here, we can see 2 of them moving across the map, 2 more being built. I know they build super, super slowly, but, every carrier that comes in is just going to be another nail kind of in the coffin, unless striFe can find a unit composition that can fight these, whether it be Corruptors, like you said, Neural Parasite, or something creative like that. He's going to need to find something, because just Ling Ravager isn't gonna cut it in the long run,
Yeah, and there's not even like a huge bank of queens, like some 6 queens to sit here and wail on one and kind of transfuse. There's really just nothing here. So I do like the fact that he was able to attack and kill that 4th of build wall, but it looks like he lost a lot of units in doing so. And as we said, there's just really no answer for these carriers whatsoever. So the queen that was here got picked off. These Hydras are going to trickle in and get picked off pretty much as soon as they spawn. And there's no spores or anything. So, man, 2 carriers is just enough. So these bios are money. Okay. Those were good bios, but 3 of them's not really enough to do any damage, and so far 8 drones have gone down, so...
Carriers are just so freaking tanky, man. Like flying cities, they do a ton of damage, just ripping apart these drones. striFe trying to gather what units he can between Hydras and Ravagers to make this work, but just doesn't really have the economy to keep... I mean, he's got a decent bank of gas. Doesn't have the minerals to keep bringing these in.
Yeah, and he's starting to get a lot of Hydras. I don't know if it's quite enough yet. I'm kind of bad with guessing these things. Maybe if he focus fires, he'd be able to get him down. He needs a couple lucky bios, but he's going to lose his 4th regardless, which is pretty huge. Oh, and then the recall. I thought he was going to get it first before he he did too. You could tell he's pissed off. He was trying to nail it right before he bounced, but the hatchery lived with 22 HP. Man, I would be pissed.
That shit sucks. I always hate that, dude.
Yeah.
You're just like, oh my god.
We should tell him it only had 22, but I don't want to like interrupt the game or whatever. But behind this, he has so many more carriers now. He's up to 5. That's too many. There's not enough Hydras to deal with 5. I do know that simple math. It's like I can make that safe prediction.
I am aware of this. Like, so I definitely don't like to call stuff, and I'm not going to call this game. I mean, there's some stuff that striFe could do to try and come back into this, but the carriers are on the move. Look at that giant Protoss fleet. I don't even play Protoss, and goddamn is that beautiful.
Yeah, I mean, that's a pretty scary force for sure. And as you said, there's nothing to deal with it. So we got 4 Hydras being made, a couple Queens, but that's not going to be enough. These carriers are just going to clean up. As we said earlier, it's something that if you scout late and you don't have the answer for, you just kind of lose at this point. So not trying to call it out, but as we do, GG is called and BUILDWALL will tie it up. And now we are on